好，接下来呢是第二个项目 MetaX。MetaX 是由知名区块链团队Hong Kong MetaX Infinity 极力打造的面向全球 Web3 社区，以 Talk to 2为核心的 SocialFi 项目，同时也是一个开放的生态，去接入其他社区一起参与 MetaX 的 SocialFi。我们可以将用户的社交数据量化，并转为线上这个链上的 POSW。那接下来呢，我们就由这个项目的负责人为大家做介绍，来有请。
谢谢。Hey, hello guys, morning. I'm Irving, and I'm the CEO and co-founders of MetaX. And just one quick questions before I start. English or Mandarin? Will be better off for you guys. English, okay. Yeah. And let me first show you what is MetaX. And where's my slide? Okay. Next page, please. Yes, MetaX is a social world where talk to earn happens. Yes, we reward users for their social behaviors in different Web3 communities. Currently, we are integrating with Discord and Twitter, and that takes up most of the users in the Web3 communities. Next page, please. 下一页，谢谢。We are choosing the SocialFi criteria, and the reason are just several quick reasons. And the first one is we believe that the key to success in the next bull run will be the ability to bring Web2 users into Web3. And social, we have seen some successful projects like Steppen, Axis, like GameFi, or Run to Earn. And we think that social has the highest frequency and the lowest barrier to entry. And that will make the Web2 users the easiest way for them to enter into Web3. And we are providing extra rewards for users. And I always mention the extra rewards because it's really difficult to acquire users when you ask them to do more investments or do more extra work. They talk every day, and I just give them extra rewards. Next page, please. 下一页. Yes, and the unique thing of our project is we are building an open system. We are doing it in a decentralized way, which means that users, they don't necessarily need to talk to in our community, in our Discord and Twitter. It can be in any Discord or any Twitter. And their social behavior will still be accumulated, and they can still claim the rewards. Yes. And proof of social words, that's the consensus, and that's the technology part of the smart contract technology we use to monetize this talk to earn criteria. POSW is a unified standard to measure social vitality of every users. And the token incentives are based on POSW among different communities. That's why users can talk in different communities, and they can also still be fairly rewarded. And more importantly, POSW will be recorded onto users' wallets as part of their DID for on-chain social vitality proof. We are providing a different point of view for the Web3 industry. We know that like the Arbitrum airdrop, I don't know if you guys have successful claims on Arbitrum airdrops. I don't know that, but hopefully you guys have. But for that part, for the old school airdrop, I would say, the old school methods, the airdrop are based on the DeFi transactions of all the users on chain. But we are providing a different point of view because Web3 are mostly community driven. And we are providing the social vitality proof, and it's on chain. 下一页，谢谢. Yes, and the POSW, we are providing the value for the Web3 industry, and that's why we have the confidence that this can back up our tokenomics. And this graph is our tokenomics. The core is talk to earn and powered by our POSW algorithm. Currently, we are integrated with Twitter and Discord, and we will be included with more, and especially for those decentralized social platforms in the future. No. 回到刚才那一页，谢谢. Yes, and in MetaX, for users, we have an NFT series, Planet NFT, for users to do the social mining and also record the proof of social worth DID into their wallet and into their Planet NFTs. And the reason why users will get in is we are providing extra reward for their already doing social behavior and the social value accumulation in a compounding fashion. You don't need to, like in the old way, you need to go to another community and you need to repeat all your social work again and again to prove that you are valuable users. But with our POSW, you don't have to. And every day you're claiming token reward for it. And in the future, there's a growing opportunity for high-value airdrops, precise marketing for those users with the high POSW records on their wallets. And for the builder side, we have a SBD Soulbound token for the community owners, and they can also social mining based on the overall POSW of their community. And the reason why they will get in as well is there's extra rewards for their community members, and in our rules for POSW generation, we are setting to the encouragement for the user to integrate with those builders' Twitter account and their Discord. So there's extra vitality and extra boost up for their activeness in their communities. And also new user attractions. Once you bring in your community to our ecosystem, you are facing the whole Planman users they will have a chance to get into your community to do the social mining. So that's new attractions. So we would be like we would say like a virtual big community. We don't need that all the users they don't need to like be in my Discord or be in my Twitter. I won't say I don't care, but it doesn't necessarily need to be. They can stay in the community that interests them the best. But we have the Planman NFT and we have the POSW record on their wallets. So that will make us like a big traffic aggregator for the Web3 industry. 下一页，谢谢。下一页，下一页。And we are doing this with our income model. And you would say that the Planman NFT, that part mostly takes up the GameFi, the successful part designed for the GameFi, like NFT sales, level up consumptions, royalty, and future derivative consumptions. That's for the Planman side, the user side. And for the builder side, still level up for a higher power of social mining. And also community bring in, it will cost like a minting fee for the SBD. For the first 100 community, it's free. But after that, the price will be increased. And for the traffic aggregator, the POSW requests consumption by any third party targeting high value users, they need to pay in our tokens. We can see like the two incoming source in orange, that will be the external income. What our takeaway from the GameFi for most of like their value for like the crash of their token will be like there's still in-game consumption. There's a lot of like level up or trading or anything, but still in-game. If that mechanism is great, but it will more like a pounce in the future. But once we have a way to get sustainable external income, I think that will fix the death circle of that in-game tokenomics. Yes. Next page, please. And that's for our go-to-markets, and we are doing great in Japan. And for now, our primary markets are in Japan. And you can see that that's for our users. And the orange one is our daily active users, which means that they talk in different communities every day and they claim their token every day. And for users, like they once or twice or at least twice, they have claimed our token. We have 8,000 users and DAU will be 2,500. And currently we are still in testnet. And our go-to-market begin this February, this year, so it's about 4 months of our go-to-market growth. And for our community, which means that they have imported their community into our ecosystem. Currently, we have 46 community who have already imported. For most of them, over half of them are Japanese projects or Japanese KOL. Because like KOL, that's kind of like an amazing thing. Because KOL, they like our play around of our Twitter POSW generation. It will help them to boost up their Twitter impression and followers. And that's for our Twitter. And right now is 21,000 right now. And for our Discord, I just checked, we just breached through 12,000. And for Discord, we can always maintain the activeness ratio at least of 10%, and sometimes it will be 15%. Next page, please. And that's our partner. Like Universe, is like the top one GameFi in Hong Kong. That they're also a best friend of us. And there's a lot of like Murphy, like Modulation, they are like the top ranking KOLs in the Japanese market. Yeah. Next page, please. Yeah, that's just some their Twitter. And just for the record, we didn't pay for it. We didn't pay for it because, like, for those builders, they can, once they bring in their community, they can customize a hashtag with their community. So users need to tweet with those hashtags for POSW generation, and we also encourage users to interact with those tweets of those builders' official accounts. Next, please. Yeah, there's a few more. Next. And for our roadmap, we start our go-to-market from February this year, and for now we are doing not so bad. I think we're doing great, especially in the Japanese market. And right now, actually, there's like a TweetFi. There's their project like 2 months or 3 months ago called TweetFi. It's quite popular in Japan, and also our community have like initialized a vote for who is like the most popular one. And actually, we have our bid TweetFi for that social pi project in Japan. And for the next month will be our bid update, because now we are still in testnet. So within next month, we'll do our mainnet launch. And for Q3, our token will be launched on DEX. And for in next year, possibly Q2, we'll do the SaaS launch. Yes. Next, please. And a brief introduction of our 3 co-founders, and that's me, Irvin. I'm also just a brief introduction. I have some experience on the intellectual property trading and acquisition, mostly on movie copyrights. And I do smart contracts. I have over 2 years experience on smart contracts, but I'm not like typically an engineer. Yeah. And I'm also graduated from UCLA. If I can meet some guys from UCLA as well, it would be great. And for Marco, he's our CFO. He comes from the VC industry. He has over 15 years of experience in VCs and over 5 years on crypto investments. And Tracy, more credits for him to help us to expand the markets in Japan, because he was a formal community manager of LGG. Is like the top game guild in Japan, and he consults a lot of GameFi projects. So he's our COO and focused on the marketing operation side. He was born in Tokyo. For most of the time he based in Tokyo, and you guys can meet all of us in the VCR. Yes. Next. And yes, we are doing fundraising, and we still in seed run. 1 million USDT for 10%. For now, we have pretty close half of it, but if there's more VC, more investor, welcome to connect to me. Yeah. Next. Yeah. Thank you today